This is a Note to Future Me, dated March 28th, 2018. If you've been thinking about accepting advertising for your podcast, whether it be programmatic advertising, digital insertion, or selling advertising on your own, the opportunities are there via the podcast hosting platforms, whether it be Blueberry, Spreaker, via Voxnest, Podbean, Libsyn. The opportunities are there. They are in different forms, and you have to read between the lines in regards to what you're comfortable with, what you think your podcast listeners are going to be comfortable with and hearing in your podcast. But if you do want to start accepting advertising, whether it be from the digital insertion or you're selling on your own, prep now. If you want to have that future, whether it's a top CPM or the low line CPM, you've got to get ready now. And here are a few steps to keep in mind. Start running an ad in your show right now. The live read is the best brand awareness, brand recall, and it is an art form. So a great way to start would be to find any affiliate marketing advertising, like Commission Junction, any product that you love and that you think matches your audience. Don't pick a product or a service that pays big and it doesn't match your audience. This is not about you making money at this point in time. It's about training your listeners that you are going to start accepting advertising, and those advertisements are going to be a part of their life as well too. What you promote is what they will want. That's the big piece. Have a sampler ad ready, a spec spot, one that you have that you're proud of, that you can showcase. When the hosting companies start to ask for spec spots, there will be advertisers that are looking to have host reads done. They're going to want examples of how you do a host read. You're going to need that host read example ready to send, and it will garner a higher spot rate for you, a higher CPM. So have that ready. You only get good at running ads by running ads. So if you are planning on doing this, make sure you have a plan to do it, whether it is from X episode and beyond, or you just take a look back at X number of podcasts and start thinking how you can put those ads in. But you only get good at it by doing it. Mentally, as you are recording your show, you need to place marker spots in that show to place future ads, time markers to ensure there are a few seconds around that break and a digital insertion ad could be placed, or you go back and you're physically putting in spots as sponsors come along. Note to yourself with every episode, maybe create a spreadsheet to note every episode's break to accommodate a digitally inserted ad in the future. Or start to manufacture your podcast with natural breaks, natural transitions that a listener's going to be comfortable in hearing a commercial at that point in time, and it's easier for you for a marker in time too. One other thing to think about when you're possibly selling your sponsorships on your own, a reason why sponsors should take a look at sponsoring podcasts is that they need to buy podcasts because podcast listeners are a disconnected audience. They're cord cutters. They're not listening to radio. They are a missed demographic. And this thought is not new. The big networks are saying just that. The mid-rolls of the world are telling their sponsors this is a unique audience that you cannot reach very easily through radio. And you can prepare yourself by memorizing that phrase for your future advertisers and know that in confidence that that's what's going on. Love to have you stop by my website, circle270media.com. Sign up for my newsletter, Open the Mic newsletter. I send it out weekly. It's about podcast news that you may have missed. I also put a lot of extras in there as well that should help you create your podcast better. That's a note. This is a Note to Future Me. I'm glad you're taking notes with me.